How about you use those two things hanging off your shoulders? That's gonna propel you forward. Forward! Push, 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 push. Go, 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 go! Today we're at Mike Myers Stadium, about to do a little speed work. They're gonna work on their stride patterns, so they're learning to accelerate correctly. So basically each step is getting a little bit longer, and they have to progressively lengthen their stride while they're maintaining that frequency. We're gonna do that first, then they're gonna go over the wickets at full speed, and then they're gonna do some block start, and that's basically the day. Everything today is going to be short because I'm competing this weekend, so I don't really want fatigue. I want them to walk into the meet feeling great. So the workouts have to be shorter, a lot more rest, give them plenty of time to recover, almost like I'm stimulating the competition. So at this point, they're physically ready to go. It's just a matter of kind of getting this thing to feel good about it and getting their bodies and their brain to feel like, ooh, I'm really moving today. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Still slow, but I'll take it. All I care about is how fast you go from the first wicket to the last one. That's all I care about today. My number one goal was to get him slightly uncomfortable, and the goal was to go as fast as possible in the wickets so to help you maintain your mechanics. But today I really want them to be challenged to see, can they maintain their execution while going as fast as they possibly can. Yeah, that's freaking sprinting. Put this kind of effort when you compete. Put that same thing you did in the 200. As we are getting to that portion of the championship season, it's really not about how good you look, but about how fast you go from point A to point B. We got to get them to the point to test, like, does the technique hold up under the stress? And I had to test that today. We did pretty well. I mean, some people had some struggle because they felt like the wickets were coming in too fast and they couldn't react. And the goal is, like, by the end of the day, you have to learn to make that adjustment to still stay within the execution that we've talked about and going at a speed that you might not be comfortable with. I don't care if you pop up, I don't care if you stay down. All I care about is who gets there first, who gets there last. Stop overthinking it. We've worked so much on taking it, that's all you guys think about. Am I doing it right? Forget about it. It's gonna happen. Let's just compete. Sit!
The 60, that's like the hardest part of my race, and it's really just coming out of the blocks the first couple of steps and staying with everyone. So we try to focus on that at practice.
Every time you take a step forward. Just like a marching band.
He knows exactly what he's talking about. He has everyone's best interest, and he just wants us all to succeed, and he wants to get everything out of us. And I feel like I'm getting better every time I run.
My workouts have been going really well, and most important of all, my body feels really good. So I've just been enjoying my training and excited to see what happens this year.
My relationship with Jenna started at Stanford, but Stanford academically is challenging. I think in the end she got nervous that, do I really want to get in this situation that academically I'm going to be stretched to the max? So then when she called me in and told me, hey, I want to move to Austin, originally I said, no, I had too many people. I just didn't think it was a wise move to add one more person, but she was convincing and very compelling, and then told me what she wanted to get accomplished, and I decided that why not? And then ever since then it's been nothing but a blessing.
Obviously, Coach Flo is Coach Flo, and everyone knows he's an amazing coach. I mean, you couldn't ask for better training partners, and to be in Austin with good weather, it's kind of like the most ideal setup you could possibly have. Just seemed like this was the right place to go, and just thankful that Coach Flo allowed me to come here and train with these girls.
We're working on the start in the last 40 meters. She tends to fall apart a little bit, and the goal is to keep that stride length and increase her frequency. So as she increases her frequency, the stride shortens so much that she doesn't cover as much ground. And so right now today what we did is we had her running the last 50 meters with the guys. And the guys were going about 80%, and her job was to stay with them. So she had to make some adjustment with her body position to keep up with them. So try to get her to see what that feels and what that tastes like so she can make this adjustment. Do you see what I mean here? How hard you have to work? That has to happen. That don't happen in your race. You just get stuck. And all you do is this. All of a sudden, he stopped and it's like, oh shit. That movement has to happen by yourself. That was 965.
Flo knows what he's doing, so it's easy for us. We just show up and train, and all I got to do is listen to him, and I trust that he'll get us ready.
Push, 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 push. When you feel that nervousness, you and I can talk about it and calm it back down. Because right now you're just warming up by yourself, and I think you get inside your own head. So the only person that can judge how good you are, that's my job, nobody else. You should say, how was that, coach? If I say it's good, it's good. No. Tom Herman said this morning that he changed, and I think as a head coach, you recognize that the change is not with the athletes, it's with you. I had to sort of change myself, my way I coach, the way I approach the athletes. for them to be more successful. So the change that I thought I was going to implement with them ended up being changed within myself. Be more patient, create an environment in practice where it's more pleasant. I'm more goofy. Just make the attempt, woman. Try to keep it a lot lighter, a lot less pressure. We don't really talk about times, we talk about more about being a lead by 20 meters. You got to start somewhere. It took us a while to get to this freaking point, a long time. But you're at that point by your own self and you're happy to be there. What's the problem with that? Just trying to take their mind off the pressure they put on themselves. It's just more patience, more encouragement, a better, more positive culture where hey, we're going to be okay. Yeah, just different approach that I had to adapt in myself to be a different coach to meet the demands of the student athletes that I'm responsible for.